Hello, welcome. So, you may notice. So, welcome to Michigan Life Above the 45th Parallel. I'm Clarissa, and Jason, he's hanging out in the other room because I wanted him to. So, all right, we got some people in here waiting and hanging out already. Um, got White Rock, our moderators, and It's All Grady, and we got Nacho Daddy here. Got his he's doing a garage right now and a carport. It's looking pretty good. Got Roger in here. Hey Roger. Got Lori Larkin. Hello Lori. Very nice to see you. Make sure I don't forget anybody because there's 8 people in here. Got say hi to everybody. Think I got everybody that has said anything. And oh, hi Charlene. Oh, oh, got Not For Nothing Homestead. Got Ginger. Hi. Just saw you earlier. Oh, yes. Days are running together. I don't know which day is which anymore. Today I had a couple of did a patient today at work. It was fun. Ended up being a 2-year-old that I'm a dental hygienist if somebody doesn't know. But oh, you like my warm wall? I decided to put a quilt up because it's a little chilly. It's only about 60 something degrees up here right now. It's kind of crazy. But I had a 2-year-old patient today and I had a little one of these in. Ladies know what this is. It's a little hair tie that kind of adds to your hair. Well, ended up having that in and ooh, Lori, that's cold there. And thank you, Daryl. I like my quilt too. But it fell off. Well, I didn't notice it. The doctor came in, she went ahead and just like nonchalantly picked it up and tossed it over behind the computer real quick and took care of the patient, whatever. And I had another patient I had to go to. So I hurried up and got over to the other patient, didn't think anything of it. Well, she comes in and kind of goes by the wall and says, "Hey." I'm like, "What?" And she goes, "Your little wig fell off." I started giggling and I'm like, "What?" And I noticed that, oh, it's just a little bitty bun. It's not even it's not the bun that I had. Like, oh, geez. I started laughing so hard and she's like, mortified for me. And I'm like, it's so what? There was a black lady in the next one over. She kind of overheard and I'm like, don't you hate it when your darn hair fall off? Jeez, oh, Pete. She's like, oh, I know, girl. You didn't put any bobby pins in, did you? And I'm like, no, I didn't. I know better. It was just funny. It was hilarious. So, yeah, we ended up having a little fun at work today. I ended up having a ha ha ha. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. So, yeah, not it's kind of weird not having Jason sitting next to me because I can usually bounce off of him a little bit. Hey, what you doing out there? But yeah, it's been a pretty crazy week. Saw you guys on my birthday last. That was a lot of fun. Hi, 2 old people on a couch. Thank you for joining me. It's really a lot different doing it all by yourself. But yeah, I guess it's been a pretty crazy week. Ended up having my birthday. I got a year older. It's like, oh goodness. You end up having different days happening. They all run in together. You're not even sure what day is what half the time, unless you have to work and then you know that that day is that day, but you know how it goes. So yeah, it's been pretty crazy week. Everything's kind of we were gonna go up again sometime this month to the property, but there's not I end up having to work on a Friday or a Saturday and it doesn't make it worth it to drive all the way up there. So we're not planning on going up in the next couple of weeks. Probably the next time we're going to be able to get up there will more than likely be September. So that'll be fun. Hey Vay's place. And that'll be nice. We'll be able to start doing some stuff maybe on the clearing or who knows what we're going to end up doing. But we ended up doing a bit of a tour around my mom's house when we were up there for my birthday. So I'm thinking of making up a little video to give you guys a tour of what their house ended up turning out looking like after the fact, because you guys saw the little bit of time lapse that I did. That was pretty cool. But you didn't get to see the finished product, which it's not actually finished yet. It's still got quite a long ways to go before it's finished. But yeah, I think that's gonna be a cute little video. Show you all the, finishes and everything. My Uncle Billy, he's actually, the builder that helped him with it. He pretty much did all the interior stuff and then the cedar around the outside. My dad did all of the brick and all of the stone. So, yeah, it's gonna be an interesting little finish it off and let you guys see what it is. Yeah. Hmm. So what's everybody else been up to? I've been watching some videos. It's pretty crazy how things get a little crazy out there with everybody doing all of their stuff and things go bad here, things go bad there. And then it's nothing's really a bad thing that happens because there are no mistakes. It's only lessons. I don't know. It's kind of a crazy, interesting thought when you really start thinking about things that go on. Hi, Thomas. Nice to come. Lost my mind. Did you see it? Yeah, I think I lost mine too. Just talking around in circles. Ah, yeah, White Rock used to actually live in Michigan. Yeah, it's been pretty chilly this week. I'm kind of missing the Arkansas holy cow hot weather. It felt like an oven, but it's just reminding me that, oh my gosh, it's going to end up getting snowy soon, and I don't feel like I got to do much this summer. You guys got a washer and dryer for your mom? Oh, that's very cool. Very nice. You canned some dilly beans today, Lori? Nice. Very cool. Yeah, it's nice when you get to actually start getting all your stuff out of your garden. Oh, I was looking through my garden looking through my garden earlier today, and my strawberries came back again. I've got a whole bunch of strawberries. I'm like, oh my gosh. Not usually, Ginger. We don't not necessarily hunters. Jason wants to, maybe do something when we get up there, but I've never done it myself. I don't know if I could or not. I mean, I know that you need to be able to feed yourself, but I've never killed anything that I've eaten. So that's, I'm kind of I've never done it before, so I don't even know how I'd do it. I think I'd probably even have trouble killing a chicken. I don't know how I would do it. Roger, you said you just got your pellet stove fixed today and now it's going to warm up again tonight. Oh, I know, right? We are supposed to actually get higher 70s and into the 80s, I believe, this weekend. So that'll be nice. Because, oh my goodness. Oh, Charlene. Hi, Charlene. You got your canned tomatoes today. Very nice. Did you make spaghetti or just do the canning of the tomatoes? Make some stewed tomatoes? Like, how did you do it? Uh, y'all garden is great for such a small yard. You're doing great. Thank you, White Rock. Yeah, there's lots of my garden's kind of overgrown. I didn't really do too well. The stuff that comes back is what's in there. We already harvested our straw or our cherries. Those actually, we were up north when they were ripe. So when I came back to harvest them, the darn robins like to just hang out in the tree all day and just eat my cherries. It's like, darn it. Two old people on a couch. I bought a pew pew and still haven't tried it. I'm with you. Fish only hunting I've done. Yep. Oh, I like to fish. Fishing is awesome. And I mean, shoot, you just whack that fish real good and skin it up and put it. Oh, it's yum, yum, yum. I like to. Jason doesn't like seafood though. So I haven't really got a chance to have fish too often. We did have one of our neighbors up north, one of the weekends we were up there, they actually invited us over. He goes out on Lake Michigan and does a big boat and he got some nice salmon. And we ended up having some really good fish that night, which Jason actually was like, wow, that's pretty good. I actually kind of liked it. But of course it's just a one-off. But hey. And then Lori, mine. just starting to ripen. We had a few fresh ones. Nice. Do you guys ever have fried green tomatoes? I've heard of it, and I watched the movie way back in the day, but I've never actually had them. That would be something. I know them darn robins, right, Lori? They always just eat all your, and they don't, it's not even like they eat the whole cherry. They just peck and do a little here, a little there. I did notice something out there the other day, which you might have seen the short. I did put a short out, and it's actually gotten quite a few views. I was quite surprised. I woke up and there was 1.5 thousand on it the next morning. I'm like, what? It was a um praying mantis. And it's still out there. We had a huge storm last night. I thought for sure it must have been washed away or something. Well, I went out there after work today and looked, and there he is. She, he, I'm not sure if it's a boy or a girl. It doesn't have its, bits showing, so I don't know which is which. But it's still there. And it had its little hand out eating a bug. I'm like, yay. It just looked over at me like, hey, how you doing? Keep them bugs off my plants, please. And it just like lifted its little hand claw thing. It's like it said hi. That was pretty funny. Yeah, them things are really interesting. So what are we buying a can of? A jar. I'll buy a jar of, oh, sauce is really good. I love sauce. Tomato sauce. Very yummy. Yeah, they are kind of slow to ripen when you're in a colder climate though. Oh, not for nothing. You got some sauce garden items today? Ooh, that would be good. I would like to. Oh, did you actually start doing your soap, Denise? How do we harvest a mouse from your truck? Get a kitty cat. I know we already kind of talked about the kitty cat thing, and you guys aren't kind of ready for a kitty cat right now, but yeah, darn, they do mess up your wires a lot. Oh, we're excited for some Grady soap. Yes, I want some soap too. Oh, and Nacho Daddy helped out with getting some new shirts ordered. Those should be here by August 30th, I believe it is when they're coming in, the 23rd or the 30th. I'm not sure. So I'm going to be sending out a couple of shirts. I've got something I got to send to Denise too, because she needed another hat. So I'll make sure that you got a kitty dog? Darn thing. You should have listened to him when kept on her when she was barking at the tiger, I guess, right? Room to store candy. Oh, that is the bad thing about having a darn camper. Well, you're almost done with well, not done, but you could kind of store them in the tiny house in a spot that you're already kind of done with. Maybe one of them cupboards. That might be an idea. Hi, Timothy. Nice to see you. Tannerite will get oh, that's a good thing to know, Daryl. Tannerite will get rid of mice. Yes, that would be very good. Oh no, that sucks, Ginger. That's not good. $900 in damage. Dang. It's like, what? So I was thinking, you know, sometimes we end up kind of having lots of choices in your life that you're not sure which way you should go with different things at different times because sometimes you don't have the money to do things and sometimes you don't have the time to do things. And it always seems to go opposite. You never have the time and the money at the same time. It's kind of one of them little conundrums. Oh, that's really good. I'm glad because otherwise you're not going to have anywhere to put anything and you're going to just have it stacked up in the corner. And then Jason being so big, he'll end up knocking into something. He's not seeing something at the corner or whatever. And oops, there goes a jar of pickles. I don't know. That's really good though. Oh no, the insurance doesn't take care of mouse damage, huh? That's not good. Yeah, that's not something that you want eek. Yeah, hopefully rodent spray helps. That would be a good thing. If you haven't watched their new one, they've got their new one that just came out earlier today, talking about their mouse problem over there. It's all Grady. Yeah, that would be a terrible thing to end up trying to use your truck, and all of a sudden you got more and more lights just popping up, and you're kind of freaking out because holy cow, how are you going to drive this thing if it's got that many darn codes getting popped up by the darn computer? It's like, oh my gosh. Yeah. But sometimes doesn't it seem like there's so much time and you don't actually have anything that you can get done. And then you have so many things that you have to get done, but you don't even have the time to get to it. It's like one of those, things that you kind of don't know what you're doing half the time. You just kind of go through the motions. Just get up, go to work, come home, eat, wash, rinse, repeat. Yeah, I don't know. It's been kind of a crazy summer. We did end up this summer got our shallow well in. That was a huge success. Yeah. Yeah, you did say that that mouse was pretty big. We ended up having we had pets, which you could actually keep a pet and they would end up keeping the mice away. Kind of defeat the purpose, or it might attract more. Who knows? You never know. Yeah. Hey, Gage. Thanks for coming on in. Did you guys end up giving Gage the other hat and he gets to wear that one, or because I got to send you another one so that all three of you got one. And then I do have the mediums. Well, there's I've got 2X, extra large, large, and then I got myself another small because I want another small. But I've got a couple of different sizes coming. So, hey Wade, nice to see you. Thanks for joining. Then so if you do want to get a shirt, you can order them. I've got my email in the about down there. So if you do want to get a hold of me about getting a shirt. And we do have a couple of hats if you want to get a hat. The hats are a little bit expensive if you want to buy one. But sometimes a squirrel with a short tail with a naked tail is what a rat is. It's definitely one of those things you don't want to end up all of a sudden seeing in your area because now you know that you've got some icky going on. Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely crazy. I've said definitely about 1,000 times because sometimes you just say stuff over and over again. Yeah. Sometimes I have those moments. Yes. It's one of those kind of a weeks to where nothing's really happened, but you've done quite a lot of stuff. It's very true, T. Because if you end up poisoning the mice, you might end up poisoning your own animals on top of it because they don't differentiate between the stuff. And sometimes they end up getting into it. Yeah, that's just like keeping antifreeze out of so it doesn't end up on the ground so a dog or a cat can't drink it because that'll poison them too. That's not good. And the wiring on it. For whatever reason, I don't know why mice like wiring sheathing so much. It's one of them crazy things. They just get up in there. Maybe it's because it's all enclosed and they feel safe. They don't feel like a predator can get in there. Yeah. You know what might help is a snake. Got to get you one of them, find one in your yard somewhere and bring it on over, invite it to hang out closer. Well, no, you don't want one of because then you got the chickens. They eat the eggs. I don't know. It's one of those things you're gonna have to try to catch it and get it out of here. Who knows? Yeah. So I don't know. It's been a crazy week. So next week, get back to work again, of course. Master Splinter was kung fu the crap out of the wire. That's funny. Yeah. You didn't find any turtles though, did you? Ah, that would be funny if you did find 5 turtles and they all did have little different colors on them, like painter turtles, and each one had a more prominent color on it. Ah, I'm a dork. I come up with the stupidest things to talk about. Catalytic converter catcher, that's a good idea. I did, didn't I? Yeah, I talk in circles sometimes. You never know what's gonna come out of my mouth. You never know. Hey, MT Homestead, Mike. Got Lisa in there too? Hey, Mike, Lisa. Yeah, you have a pond full. Yeah, that's true. But I guess they don't get close enough to, all the business going on over there. Yeah, I don't know. It's been a crazy summer. Had a couple of birthdays, a back injury that put, him out. Still got, I don't know. Had fun with my little wig. That was hilarious. Sometimes you don't even realize you end up making funnies. Yeah, just to love, the cooler weather is coming soon. You guys started to cool off over there, huh, Wade? Yeah, it's definitely cooling off here in Michigan. I can't believe how cold it's gotten, and it's not necessarily turn on the fan in the window weather. It's kind of just leave the window open a little bit and don't get too chilly. But then it does make it very nice and toasty in the bed under the covers, get all warm and yummy. Does make it nice. That wig is hilarious. I do have one in at the moment too. If I put this one in, I'd have a big old bun. Be like, woo, got the hair going on tonight. Yeah, there's a lot of things that girls do that men don't even realize, or they do and they just keep their mouth shut. Yeah. I ended up having, this was a long time ago. I had a girlfriend that could do all the cornrows and do the crochet into the hair, and I wanted to try out having some, braids hanging and whatever. My hair is way too soft. Ended up going through, I think it was probably 4 hours of getting my hair braided. Then she started doing it, and within 2 hours, it ended up falling out. So ended up taking longer to get it done than it did for it to just start falling out. So I know. Girl, must be Marcel on the It's All Great. I saw Marcel in here, so you are too a girl, Denise. Just for a few, and then we see if it sticks around. If it sticks around. Oh, the women thing? You have to have all hair to keep that wig on, Marcel. Yeah. Or they do have a way now. I've actually watched a couple of them little shorts that have it to where, like, you can even have like the little stray hairs on the top of your head and they shave it off and they make it into a shape. And then they use this adhesive stuff and they just, and then all of a sudden the guy's got hair and they cut it into some sort of a fade or something or whatnot. Even black guys. And they have that, it's like, holy cow, they just made that guy have a full head of hair like they're 20 years old again. And they're definitely not 20 years old. It's like, all right, I see you guys. Hair is overrated sometimes. Yeah. Unless you're a girl, then you like to kind of keep your hair. Don't get me wrong, there's people that lose their hair, and it's a terrible thing for a woman, but yes, women like to have hair on their head. Yes, you're running the ship tonight. All right. Sounds like a plan. That is Marcel tonight. Or is it? You got both of them going? Text, type, text, type. Oh, the cooler weather. Yes. Wade. Yes, Wade. You agree with Tara for something. We are sinking. Where are you sinking? Is your um camper sinking? That would not be good. Hi, Cindy. Thanks for joining us. I'm all on my lonesome tonight, just kind of winging it. I figured I was not putting a video out today. I am on Tuesday. I'm going to put another one out, which I'm kind of going back and forth on which one to put first. I have some stuff that for the rainy day that we did in the camper or the tour of my mom and dad's house. What do you guys think? Um, no, sinking is not an option. No, you always keep on swimming. Otherwise, you will drown. That is not good. Drowning would suck. Jason actually drowned when he was, I think he was 3 or 5. Not sure which, but he was saved, obviously. But he remembers it. He actually, anybody else had out of body experiences? Those are pretty crazy. I've had a couple of those. They're kind of wicked. You ever do it to where you fall asleep and you feel like you can like kind of hypnotize yourself in a way if you focus on breathing and kind of that hypnosis thing you can do to yourself while you're going to sleep and you fall asleep like instantly? I've done that before. It's actually kind of cool. If you ever have it to where you're not able to fall asleep very easily, just straighten your whole body out, make sure everything's aligned. I hear you, Daryl. And then tense up your whole body, all your muscles, and then start at your toes and consciously relax all the way up to your head into your face. and then start focusing on feeling your breath in your stomach, then your chest, then into your head, and all of a sudden you're sleeping. Yep. See, what happened was I don't know what I'm talking about half the time, so I just keep on talking. Yeah. So yeah, I like my quilt. I actually got that for free. We bought our couch. I think it was that last year we bought the couch? I think it was 2 years ago now. We bought the couch, and the lady was actually getting a divorce, and it was a yes. Oh my God, White Rock, you are so right. You never, ever, ever do you ever trust a dream that there is a toilet in. Never. But we had found a leather couch and she was selling it and we got it for $100, brand new looking. She had had it for maybe a year, and then it has an ottoman that's huge. It was in perfect condition, wood on the bottom, leather covered top. It was like probably a 3 by 3, something like that, with length, big old square. And then she threw in a couple of big old pillows, this quilt. There's a couple of other things. And she's like, just take it. It's fine. Hi, Karen. Thanks for joining. Yeah, but Jason's not he's out hanging out at the moment. So he's not joining tonight. He might come in as a guest speaker. You never know. He might decide to hop in here. Never know what he might do. But yeah, that was actually a really good buy. And she just wanted to get rid of everything. She actually sold before we got there, she had one of those what are them things called? Zero turn? Yeah. Thank you, Denise Marcel. I don't know. I'm just talking. But she sold that thing for a couple $100. I'm like, she's like, well, 'cause he left it in my garage. He took everything he wanted. I got to give him half of what I make off of everything getting sold. I'm like, wow, that's rude. But hey, you got to do what you got to do, I guess. I love the quilt. I'm not sure, where she got it from, but it's definitely, I don't know if it's machine made or not. You never know. Like it could have been bought from a store. I never checked it. But my mom, she has got some beautiful quilts that were actually made by there's a lady that's up there up by us up north on the property and by my mom's place. There's this big old barn that always has these garage sale kind of thrift sale selling their crafts and stuff kind of a thing. You guys have probably seen those yourself at different, it's where they just sell the stuff that they make. They sell the uh, canned stuff that they do, the stuff from their garden, they're over, however much extra they have or whatever. Well, this old lady, she was 99 years old and she was still sewing quilts. Well, she's got there, my mom saw, she's over there sewing on a quilt as all of her quilts are, she had like 10 of them sitting there that she had been working on, and she had just gotten a few of them done or whatever, and she was working on another one. And my mom asked her how much she wanted from it. And she's like, oh, I don't know, like $20, and she's like, $20? How long does it take to make one of these? And she just started talking to her. And it took this woman like a couple of weeks. And she would work on it periodically through the day. And it would take her like between 4 to 7 hours a day that she would work on it for a couple of, it's like, your time is worth a, she's like, oh, that's how much money I got into it, honey. Don't worry about it. My mom's like, no, I can't, have a great night, Ginger. Thank you for hanging out. She gave her $100 and said, I can't take this for less than 100. This craftsmanship is just beautiful. I have to have, I'm not going to just give you $20 for this thing. So that was pretty cool of her. She actually went back there a couple of more times and got more quilts from her too. Yeah. They are, aren't they, Daryl? The quilts are just something, and she does have a couple from my great grandma, and there was some from her mom's side that she does have too. But oh my gosh, it's one of those things. If you have one from somebody that made it for you, it's priceless. My Aunt Betty, actually, my mom's sister, My great Aunt Betty, she does crochet and she made this. It is so heavy. It's like, it's gorgeous though. This perfect crocheted, I don't even know how to call it or whatever, but it is so tightly woven. It's just beautiful. It's so heavy though. And it's so warm. Oh my gosh, when I put that on, I almost sweat in the wintertime and I could have the window open with 30-degree weather out there and still be sweating. It's that darn good. Yeah. Thank you, Karen. That's the quilt I started talking about there for a minute. This is my youngest daughter's old room, and I haven't got a chance to repaint it yet. And I didn't want you know, because she had stuff on the walls, whatever. So I just covered it up. Makes it nice. Oh, I'm going to try to say that. Wanakido, I think. Wanakido Vlogs. Thanks for joining us. Wade says, not too penny, not, sorry, my tongue is tongue-tied today. Not too many people make quilts anymore. I would like with all homesteader videos, I watch some ladies would make quilts on their channels. Yes, that would be very nice. Wow, what a steel quilts here are between holy cow, Cindy, 400 to $1,100. Oh my gosh, that is expensive. Which I think that the reason that she was 99 years old, and she just did it to give to people. I don't think that she was actually doing it for the money, because she just wanted other people to have something that she made, for something of hers to go on that she did with her own hands. You know what I mean? Because, I mean, sometimes you end up like, for myself, I've painted different paintings, and I didn't paint them necessarily for myself. I wanted to make that art so that my kids could see it and they could show it, and, I could just share it with people, And that's something that I do actually love to do, and eventually I'm going to get back to doing it. I love to paint landscapes. They are absolutely so much fun. Which actually I should make a short, and I'll go ahead and make a little picture video of the different paintings that I've done. There's right around 10 of them or so, but it's been, I don't know, about, was in 2010 to 12, I think I was doing it. So it's been over 10 years since I painted a painting. I need to get back to it. I think that's a good idea. I should get back to it. Maybe I'll even do a little video of it. Who knows? It'll be like Bob Ross. You got a happy little tree over here. Now this one is a little bit crooked. So you see, we're gonna have to talk a little different for making this little tree over here. This little bush is a little bit silly. You make priceless mistakes. Oh, that could be a good thing or a bad thing. I don't know. But I could totally do it. And if I get another little wig, oh my gosh, I could do it with like a little afro. That would be so much fun. That would be like, "Yes, oh, White Rocky, I said it before you could, ha, ha, ha." But we are thinking the same. That would be hilarious. Oh my god. I I happy little tree, and we got a little sunset kinda happening over here. Make sure to pat very good. Then you just take the brush and that would be, like, so cool, wouldn't it? You'd be like, "What up, y'all? Let's get to this painting stuff, right?" Yes, paint the little trees, paint the little trees. Yes, and we're painting, and we're painting. Little squiggle, dot, dot. Yes, let's do some. Oh, do you guys know how to do stars? You do it at the end because you don't want to mess them up. A star is not supposed to be smudgy or smeared. So you just take the little brush at the end and you go. Or the best way to do it, and this is a dental hygienist little trick, you take a toothbrush and there goes your stars. Happy little trees. They'll be so excited. Oh, wait, now I seen and been a shop that sold quilt, and you like small one for the kids wear like $400, but full size better at $1,000. I'm like, dang, man, I'm gonna have to start selling me. I'm gonna have to learn how to make some quilts. Shoot, I think they even got those sewing machines that you can actually, like you program it in there, and the darn thing just does it pretty much for you. You still got to put the stuff together and do the layering and make the squares and whatnot, but But the machine, I believe, is pretty dang expensive, so I don't even know. Who knows? Yeah, but I don't know, you never know, there's so many different things that people get interested in. Like, I've had hobbies in my life. I guess we'll talk about hobbies now, bing, bing, bing. A little ping pong ball going back and forth, you never know where it's going. But, hobbies that I've had there's so many of them that you end up having. My one hobby that I've always kept since I've been really little is singing. Not that I do it, like, professionally or out in public really, but like, here and there, I'll do a little silly one. Oh, speaking of songs, so does anybody listen to, like, the newer stuff for the last 10 years or so? Well, my youngest, she actually there's a I forget who sings it right now. You guys have probably heard it. It's that "Thank you next," or yeah, "Thank you next." Ariana Grande, I think, sings it. Well, um, we will find a good hobby when you are all snowed up. And yes, I will definitely be able to do all kinds of stuff. I'm definitely getting my own room. It's going to have paint stuff in there. It's going to have like all of my writing stuff in there because I write books too. But I haven't been able to get back to that. I've kind of lost my inspiration for the story that I had started. So I'll have to get back into that. But anyways, um, that song "Stay Thank" or "Thank You Next." It was I would hear when it would come on the radio, bacon and eggs. So anytime it would come on in the car, wherever, I'd just be like, bacon and eggs, ooh, bacon and eggs. And my daughter would get so mad. Then there's like this other song, Menendez or something or other. I don't know, whatever. But it says, run around, throwing all that dirt up all on me, or something like that. Well, I'd heard throwing a turtle on my knee. Well, my daughter, she would get so mad at me. And I'm like, come on, I grew up listening to Weird Al. Of course, I'm going to change all these songs into something more palatable to me because I like things to be palatable. Get it? Oh, I'm so funny. Anyway, sorry. I laugh at my own jokes. Yes, I would love to get monetized, Nacho Daddy. That would be really good. Really, really good. Because then I could be getting paid doing this stuff, but it's still fun anyways. But if anybody does want to throw any money my way, I do have the Cash App. But you don't have to, of course. But you sing all the time too? Your mom said it was really good. Has anybody else said it was really good? My mom used to tell me I was really good too, but then I listened to myself back a couple of times and I sounded like I was trying to kill a kitty cat. I have my moments that I can sound pretty good. But if I have to sing a whole song, I start getting a little bit messed up around the end, you know what I mean? Yeah, that's not fun. Wade says, "Well, I'm a carpenter by trade, and when I get my small shop set up, I'm going to make cabinets and sell them." Ooh, keep me posted because by the time we get to that point, I don't know if the shipping and handling would end up being too much or not, but that would be awesome. I'd love to have something. But then I think we're going to actually be building our own. I'm not for certain. Who knows? We'll find out when we get there. But yeah, we're trying to get there. We're trying to get that money making thing happening with up in here with this stuff. You know what I mean? That's why I'm doing them these darn here lives. Because that's how I've been told that that's how you can get. Yep. Yes. Then let's see. We got talking, hickin' chicken. Something when snow happens. It's called ski time. Yeah, ski does happen at the winter time sometimes. Yes. Yes. That would be very, very good. Loop their videos at night when I sleep. Oh, thank you, Lori. That is amazing. You know what? I have actually noticed that the watch hours have like did little jumps here and there. And it's like, oh my gosh, thank you. I appreciate you. Well, yeah, I got to build some for my kitchen first. That is true, Wade. You got to take care of yourself first before you take care of anybody else because if you don't, you're going to both drown. You got to have your life jacket or your air supply on the airplane, however they do it. You know what I mean? Well, yeah, I got to build some for my kitchen. And with that, that I wonder what kind you're gonna do. My mom and dad actually had theirs, they had 'em built by the Amish. Yeah. They ended up having the cabinet, well, you'll end up seeing it in the tour, but the cabinet upstairs in the bathroom, my dad did wanna use the bottom of a, china hutch that they had. He took the top off and he was just gonna use the bottom for, well, it looked a little hokey and everything else looking so darn good in their house. My Uncle Billy's like, "I'll build you one." So he did some woodworking because he is an amazing woodworker. Oh my gosh, he does the most amazing woodwork I've ever seen. But he went ahead and made him a cabinet in the bathroom upstairs for my mom and dad's bathroom. Turned out absolutely gorgeous. All the wood in that house looks amazing, and I hope that I can make mine look as good. Well, Jason's pretty damn good at that stuff too, so it should be okay. But yeah, should be one of them good ones. Yeah, you guys wanted to build some I thought you guys were doing kinda that. Yeah, you kinda built them up, though. You guys did the countertop and stuff. So you built your cabinets. Yeah. That would be good to have a wood shop. Wouldn't it be amazing to have you watch all these other little videos of different people doing stuff with like resin and making countertops and stuff. And like that's something I do want to do up there. I want to figure out how to use resin, the live resin that you can like put stuff in it. And I want to like go around my property, find all these different, because Jason finds Petoskey's like so easy. It's ridiculous how much he finds Petoskey stones. So if we could actually find like a bunch of them right around the same size, and we could actually, like, lay them out on, like, a bathroom floor or something, like the guest bathroom to where it's, like, just the toilet and the sink in there, kind of a bathroom, and put those all down on the floor. Hi, Jackie, Jacqueline. But, and then put the resin over top of it and have a Petoskey stone floor. That would be really neat. Or just in the bottom of the shower in there, like a stand-up shower, have Petoskey stones in the bottom with that resin. I think it would be really cool. I don't know. That's just me though. That would be really, really neat. Yeah. Evidently need to put padding around all low spots for Tara now. Uh-oh, what happened? Did you end up falling or something? Hey, Radio Jonesy. Hey, hey, hey. Welcome to the party. No, we're not having a party. Just kidding. Yeah, sometimes you do kind of sometimes feel like you should cut a corner. Don't cut corners though, because it's for you. Never cut corners on your own stuff or on other people's either, because that's not right. That would not be nice. End up, sorry about that. Meant to put trim up. You don't need it. Them joints are pretty tight. You're good. Yeah, that it gets a little crazy sometimes when you start looking at how much stuff you still got left to do. I mean, it's all Grady and White Rock. You guys are a heck of a lot closer than we are. That's for darn sure. We just got so much more to do. Just got home from work on Saturday morning. Oh yeah, it is Saturday morning for you, isn't it? Jonesy, holy cow. Yeah, I've been really liking your scenic views and little kind of hanging out, showing everything around at the beaches and stuff that you've been doing, Jonesy. That's been really nice. That you've got the scenery over there is God, so gorgeous. So gorgeous. Hi, Wanda. Marcel's fired, huh? What did you do, Marcel? You're very welcome, Radio Jonesy. I just call you Jonesy because it's silly to put the radio in the front, right? Usually the radio's in the back. Boom, boom. I don't know. That was dumb. Yes, welcome back, Denise. It's so awesome to see your typing again. Yeah, I tell you, I think that that would be really pretty though. And then maybe like for countertops, like I've seen some of them that they do like the sticks and the green, what word am I looking for? The vegetation that is on your property. Get like really nice things to, put in the countertop, and then you can do the resin over that. Had to clean a spot for my family that's visiting. Oh, yeah, you did say that they were coming today. Hi, fam. Wade says, like, I'm going to make a rolling cabinet that put a microwave on storage under it. My grandpa made one for my mom years ago. That would be, those are awesome to have. Those are must-haves if you do not have like a actual island. It's a really good idea to have one, just that you can kind of use and pull out when you need it or whatever. If you have the room, of course, because sometimes people don't have the room. But yeah, and I've actually seen people do the like they'll collect a no swear, bunch of pennies or something, and then they make the whole floor with pennies, and then they put the resin over top of it. That looks so cool too. I don't know, that would it'd be a cheap floor, mattering on how big you go, how many pennies you gotta do or whatever, if you can't stand them upright or lay them down. I've actually seen, can't remember what channel it was, but they actually went through and, they were putting their flooring in, but they were using dowels or where they screwed in the flooring. They did it differently. I don't know why they were using screws, but it was on a loft. And they took and cut out each where the screw was and did that like indent thing where it's at. And they put pennies in each one of them. And then when they covered it up, it ended up being resined in there. And then they stained it, whatever. It looked really cool with a penny, and it was all lined up perfectly because he made sure that each screw was put in the same spot on each board. It was actually really neat. Never seen that before besides him. Oh, thank you, Jonesy. I don't even mean to, it just kind of happens. I do it all the time. Yeah, thank you, Wanda. I love my quilt as well. It was free, came with my couch. Thanks to a lady that was getting divorced and wanted to get rid of it all. Yeah. I don't know. It's pretty crazy all the different options that you have to be able to do things because we don't have anything in stone yet. It's pretty much all of it's imagination right now. We don't have any plans on any of it. We don't have any idea of finishes and stuff we really want. We do know that we want to have a barn dominium or a barnado, or that's not a barnado. Whatever, you know what I'm talking about. The barn that has the half of it's where you live, and we're gonna have two floors over there. But definitely gonna go with the metal roof because why not? It's so much better than having shingles that you have to worry about or anything. White Rock says, my sister's dad built his cabin and covered holes in stair tread from bolting it down with shotgun shell brass. Wow, that would be really cool. It's really nice. Yes, and it's really cool to see the, way that people use their imagination with things. Yeah. Now I've thought about maybe doing it with Barnado. I must build a Barnado. It's like a Sharknado. I have no idea. Isn't that one of them like D-rated shows or movies that made way too many? If you do like it, I'm sorry. You're allowed to like whatever you want, but I saw one Barn Dominium. Thank you, Jonesy. But yeah, I saw one. It's that Ian whatever guy from 90210 back then. I didn't like it at all. It's totally cheesy, and I think it's supposed to be that way. I don't know, whatever. It's kind of one of them silly, stupid things that you're not even sure what the heck you're watching. Probably like this live. Uh, yes, I think he is White Rock. I think that Nacho Daddy is. No, he's not doing a love shack. He just likes to sing the song. That was Love Shack, baby. No, that was terrible. That was awful. My tone was totally off. Disregard that. Skip it. You didn't hear anything. Yeah. Love Shack, baby. Heading down the Atlanta highway. Yeah, that's all good. Looking for love to get away. Anyway, I'm not singing. Darn it. Now you got that song stuck in my head. Oh, Just like back in the day when you'd be like, "Skinnamarink dinky dink, skinnamarink doo." Now, if you've ever heard that song, now it's going in your head, isn't it? Or this is the song that never ends. Yes, it does. As soon as you shut up. Ah, yes, yes. Thank you. I love having songs stuck in my head. I think they're called soundworms. Yeah, B-52s. Yeah, those were good planes back in the day. Then they had to go and turn it into a don't even know what kind of a band, kind of a it to have some pretty cool, songs, I guess. Really, it was the shock value of when they came out. They totally were totally different than all, like, the grunge, the metal, the rap, all of that stuff, and then all of a sudden, here are these guys come. Everybody was like, "Oh my god, what the heck are they?" And they were back then, I was a teenager when they came out, so I'm like, "Oh my god, they're so old." Now it's like, you look back on the video, it's like, I'm older than them now. Huh. Oh, it's too funny. Ah, thank you, Wanda. Thank you, Lori. Do the ha-has. Oh, I missed it from Wade. I want to do blue pine tongue and groove floor in my blue pine and tongue. Okay. In my floor in my kitchen and seal it with epoxy. Still up the air with cabinets, yeah, but countertop will be butcher block. I do like the butcher block thing myself, but I think that because I'm kind of on the fence about that because if you have a butcher block for your kitchen, you're not necessarily going to like mess it up by cutting on it, but it still would and still end up needing a butcher block itself to cut on because I wouldn't want to damage it because I know that I would end up cutting into it and end up screwing it up or something. It would be not good. But my island, I want to have that be something different, like a kind of a project of some sort that we do something with resin. But I'm going to practice on some like making some outdoor like little tables or something and put like rocks in it from the property or leaves like the colored ones from fall because if you guys have seen my fall videos, they're a little bit further back and whatever. If you want to go check them out. But all the different colors up there are just absolutely magnificent. And if I got a bunch of those and fanned them around into like a circle shape and put it into like a circle kind of a disc of some sort that I could pour the resin over it, I think that would be really beautiful for an outside table, have the fall colors and then maybe have like some spring flowers, wildflowers to do another one put out in the spring or whatnot. I don't know. You never know. There's all kinds of stuff. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, I kind of missed a few things, didn't I? Um, earworms. Yes, there's a new term for you, Jonesy. Yeah, the B-52s. Manamana. Oh yeah, manamana. Do to Okay, I'm not gonna try to read that. I love resin as well. It is very and these actually, Jason got them for me a couple few years ago on our anniversary. We were up north, and this is resin, and they've got like a little fern or something. Actually, I'll just take it out and like kind of show you that way you can actually see it. But it's like a fern, and then of course it's not gonna. Maybe there we go. It's got a little fern and then a little tiny sliver of wood that they cut to put in there, and they like painted it. And they're earrings, obviously, but they're real cute. Yeah. Waiting for the videos. Oh, of resins. Yeah, that'll be a long time off though. Um, yeah, they are actually going up pretty good. I'm not sure exactly where the watch hours are at the moment. They were right around 1600, I think it was. But yeah, I really appreciate you guys watching the videos and doing that and popping them watch hours up because that's once we get our watch hours up, we'll be able to have the first monetization of you know, where you can get the super chats and all that good stuff. But let's see here. I'll see where my watch hours are real quick. Boo, 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 boo. Watch ours. Ah. Bum ba da It is at 1688. We got to get up to 3,000 to get our first tier of monetization so that you can actually, get super chats and whatnot. But I guess YouTube takes quite a bit of your donations, super chats, whatnot. Not sure what the percentage is, but I've heard that it does kind of take some of it. Wade says, well, with the butcher block, if you do make a mark in it, you can sand it out and refinish it. That's true. That's true. You can't do that with other stuff. Yeah. Um, Wish I could show you my coffee table. I did. Wanda, down in my about, I've got my email down there. Go ahead and send me a picture. I would love to see that. That would be awesome. I'd love to see what you got going on. Anytime anybody wants to show me anything that they got going on, do not hesitate. Send me an email. I will check it out. And I am sometimes I don't get into that email too much, but if I start getting, correspondence from there, then I'll start checking it a lot more. Um, I do want to watch. I want to learn how to do that myself. Da, 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 da. The Muppets. Ma-na-na-na-na-na-na. Yeah. I did. I all I had to know was that it was the Muppets. That's funny. The darn cat's hair is like everywhere. I keep getting little fuzzies, it feels like, on me. I don't know. Okay, think I got it. I don't know. Ma-na-na-na-na-na-na. Mm-mm. It sounds like Batman a little bit too. Da, da. Let's run some more this week. That sounds like a plan. Yes. Well, everyone need to hit that thumbs up. I appreciate you, Wade. Mm-mm. Heard it's 30%. Ooh, I'm not sure if that's right or not. I have no idea. That would actually be It's All Grady or White Rock. Do you guys, of course, you guys know what percentage YouTube ends up taking of that. I got 3 minutes left. Holy crap! I did a whole hour all by myself. There's a couple of times there I didn't know what the hell to talk about or heck to talk about, but hey. Nice. That is so fun. That is so awesome. Yay. Oh, yeah. I don't know. Do you guys think I did all right by myself? You end up getting to hear me actually talk because I did notice in the other lives when I rewatched them that anytime that nice 27, very cool. Every time that Jason would end up talking when I was talking, it would end up canceling my voice out completely, which kind of really sucks because most of the time I was trying to do some sort of I was doing like a voice or something, and then all of a sudden all you hear is him and just see me doing his funny faces. You know what I mean? Thank you, Roger. I appreciate it. Thank you, Wanda. Thank you, Denise. I appreciate you all. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'll be doing this weekly, I think, because he doesn't want to do the lives. He's not into this. He doesn't know what to say. He doesn't like to actually just talk about nothing. Because I told him that I was doing it tonight. And he's like, "Eh." You know how guys are. Well, not all of them, but you know how some of them are. And I'm like, you don't have to, you're fine. And he's like, well, what are we going to talk about? We're just going to keep on talking about the same thing. I'm like, well, I'm sorry that you don't have an imagination on a conversation, but I do. And I can talk about just about everything, anything, anything. And it's all good because I like to talk. I like to make people laugh. And by people, I mean me. I like to make me laugh. So if I say something funny and I think maybe you might think it's funny too, I get to laugh. Yes. Yeah. That's very true, Wade. Yep. Yep. We don't think that we have anything to talk about, but then you start talking. That's something that I do when I actually am feeling like so scatterbrained to where I don't know which way is up. And I feel like I've got so many things open ended and I don't know which way I'm going. I sit down and I write and just do free flow, just write. Don't censor yourself, just anything. Don't edit it or anything. Just keep going. Just write and write and write and write. And then all of a sudden, you get to the end of it, you reread it, and you're like, wow. And then you can go ahead and take, you know, that's talkback radio. Mm-mm. I don't know. I could have fun on radio. Yes, well, then it's a bonus that we laugh with you, not at me. You can laugh at me, I don't care. As long as you're laughing, I don't care because really, laughter is beautiful. And every time that you laugh and every time that you put a smile on your face, there's endorphins that are released into your body that actually lift your mood. So you can choose to be happy just by making yourself smile. Isn't that awesome? All righty, guys. Well, looks like everybody's saying good night. Tell Jason as a guy, all of us will him out and we'll talk shop. Sounds good. Yeah. Night, everybody. Love you guys. Thank you so much. Wanda, yes, I would love to see, yes, get my channel up and going. I want you to be on a collab with me. You're so funny. I will definitely do that, Wanda. Oh my gosh, we could so collab. That would be so awesome. We would like totally bounce back and forth and stuff. Yeah. Good night, everybody. Thank you so very much for joining me tonight. And I'll see you guys again next Friday. Same time, same place, maybe. I don't know. I might change the background. You never know. But I hope everybody has a beautiful rest of your evening. Definitely keep on smiling and enjoy the rest of your weekend. Bye, guys.